Yo, hitman popcorn.
The new Hitman is a story allegedly inspired by real events. In reality, the only connection to the truth is that a man named Gary Johnson was a college professor and also worked as an undercover agent. This man helped capture around 70 criminals. The plot in this movie is straightforward. Gary Johnson pretends to be a hitman, meets with clients and then turns them over to the police. One day he meets a beautiful woman who had an unhappy marriage and decides to hire a hitman to kill her husband. Instead of turning her over to the police and condemning her to prison, our hero, who falls in love with her instantly, convinces her not to go through with it. Life has its disappointments. The movie Advertised, an action comedy, fails to deliver on both counts. It isn't funny as a comedy and it is too dull for an action movie. Moreover, near the end, a detective subplot suddenly appears, reminding of 90s crime thrillers featuring femme fatale and Richard Gere. But it's no longer the 90s, and instead of suspense, we're left watching an unfunny comedy while checking our watches. However, there are worse problems. Drawn-out exposition. Before the heroine and her conflict with her husband appear, we spend an unjustifiably long time watching Gary's undercover work stories. These stories are amusing but add nothing to the plot, as well as drawn-out dialogues, although often praised in reviews. I personally found them neither insightful nor engaging. In a movie theater, I felt like using a virtual remote controller to fast forward through the endless dialogues to get to the action. No wonder the film drags on for 2 long hours. The movie is not funny. At what point in the film are we supposed to laugh? When Gary imprisons another husband? Or when an actual murder takes place? Or maybe when someone chokes in a plastic bag? And what about the ending? In the final, the characters make a choice that completely damages any trust and sympathy they earned. I wanted them to fail. Is that a reaction romantic comedy should evoke? By the way, the film does raise an interesting question, which the hero also explains to his students. Are our personalities real? Or are they invented by us? And if invented, can we reinvent ourselves, replacing, say, a dull bore with a confident macho just because we like the macho persona? If this movie were a thriller about psychopaths with multiple personalities, the theme of the movie might have sparked, but as a comedy, it doesn't work. Thanks a lot for watching Beauty Popcorn. Like, subscribe, and see you in the next episode.